Today, this watercolor lesson today is going to be pretty simple. It's going to be blending in colors and then simply adding on the gold for the stars and the little dots. Make any design you want. Make ones that have stripes versus the stars. And then the snow is just a tiny bit of indigo and a little bit of neutral, and you just scrape it on there, and then I use water. You're going to see me just scrape it right off. Another very simple one, and this would make a beautiful Christmas card. Get your prints. They cost about 3 cents a print. If you know a cheaper one, please let me know. So let's get on to the lesson. Use a jar or a jar lid to draw the circles. Just keep it really simple and make it easy for yourself. Let the masking fluid dry really well before you paint on top of it. Otherwise, it's going to smudge and smear the masking fluid. So after that dried, I put water, and I'm working wet on wet. And I'm just looking at my reference picture, and I'm looking for my shading. I'm making this so simple. Just the bright colors where the light is, and I'm adding in shading where the dark is. And you can see how fast it's developing like that 3D look to these bulbs. For these bulbs, I picked a light color, a light red or a light green, and then I picked a dark tone. And then I added neutral into whatever that dark tone was. And that created the look for my shading on these bulbs. The other thing that I did was where the light hits the bulb, I will, after I fill in the color, I'll take my paintbrush, have a little bit of water on it, and then I'll rub it on top of that highlight, and what I'm doing is lifting off some of the paint. That creates a bigger highlight. And when I'm working wet on wet, sometimes my paint will spread into the highlight, like right there. And now you can see how there is a little bit of a highlight. That's because I've either dabbed the area with a little bit of toilet paper or paper towel, or I've taken my brush and I've scraped that off a little bit. Keep it really simple and do it lightly. When I finish this area right here, I am letting this dry really well. Then I'm using this rubber eraser to lift off the masking fluid. The masking fluid was blue. Now you see white. That's because I have the paper left. So now I'm using a gold Sharpe pen. This is a marker of all things. And they had a gold, and I want to try different gold pens out and paints. So I'm trying this. And then because it's so nice and dark, I'm using that to be the shadow part of the star. And you're going to see me use lighter gold paint to add in more depth to the color and create highlights. And then I'm also using that for the dots around these balls. You could put stripes in there, do anything you want, but I liked the stars and the dots that were on there. I finished this off with a little bit of my Mincho pen. That's my micron pen, very thin, very small. And then I wanted to go back over the dots. I always take a look at my picture from a distance. I might let it sit for a day. I'll go back, revisit it, and then I'll decide what to do to finish it up. So that's it for this lesson. I'm so glad that you guys were able to join in today. Please subscribe and select like on this video, and I look forward to seeing you the next time.